Hey everyone, welcome back to another Pokemon TCG Pocket video. Today, the focus of our deck is not in our deck, because the focus of our deck today is which enemy we're fighting, and that is Mega Blaziken EX. I don't know about you guys, but I've been having a lot of trouble trying to beat Mega Blaziken EX. So I figured today I would make a solution deck for that. And so I was thinking, and I wanted to make a water type deck that had some sort of strong attacker that could take a hit from Mega Blaziken EX. What I ended up coming up with was Kingdra EX. Kingdra EX is 170 HP, stage 2 Pokemon. This thing does 90 damage, but it'll be doing 110 to our lovely little Blaziken, because it's weak to water type. But additional to that, and more importantly, is that it keeps the defending Pokemon in the active spot, so long as they don't like switch it out by some other means like Lyra or Greninja EX. So if we can manage to keep the Mega Blaziken in the active spot, we can keep swinging for 110 every turn, which is great. Not only that, but I've also packed Squirt Bottle, and this is how you can tell I'm really just building a deck to counter Mega Blaziken, because all Squirt Bottle does is it discards a fire energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So basically we can force out those flame patches. If we need to, we can get rid of fire energy. Hopefully they don't have flame patch. It's just useful to slow them down a little bit. We have also Seadra. We have the Water Arrow Seadra because it can do 50 damage to any of the opponent's Pokemon. With any luck, we could do that to a benched Blaziken EX and pull it up into the active spot with Cyrus, or we could knock something of importance out. Lastly, I added Suicune. Originally I had some Misties in here, but I ended up replacing them because I needed more consistency in getting to my Kingdra. So I decided Suicune was a good drawing option for that, and a strong attacking Pokemon that's common anyways, so it wouldn't hurt. Otherwise, we've got some basic supporters like Alicia, Sabrina, Professor's Research, Copycat, and importantly, Lily, so that we can take more of the hits from Mega Blaziken if we need to, or any other Pokemon that decide to attack us in the meantime. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and yeah, have a good one. Enjoy. Hope you beat Mega Blaziken. Up against Looty. And they've got a water deck. Okay, that's fine. I just can't wait for the time where we get up against a Mega Blaziken deck. I am so excited to see how that's going to work. But until then, I still think the deck idea is pretty solid, so I guess Giratina Greninja, that is such a weird combo. I'm sure it cooks, but like still, it's, you know, haven't seen that recently, so. Okay. Using their Copycat nice and early, that's good for them. I mean, well, we got our Squirt Bottle. That would be useful if we had any sort of fire deck, but going up against Giratina Greninja for now, so we're not gonna have to worry about being attacked for a while anyways. I think this is fine. Honestly, their Giratina's kind of screwed here. I mean, they're not gonna be able to get 3 Psychic Energy by the time that I knock them out, even. They'll have 3 Psychic Energy, but they can't retreat at that point, so they need to retreat their Giratina now, or it's done for. Also, hello Suicune. I guess it is a Greninja Suicune deck. The two are always together. I mean, if I can net an easy 2 points here, I'm going to. For sure. Okay, they got an early Greninja. It's fine. We have a lot of health. Good, like, 170. As long as they don't knock out our Horsey, we're actually doing perfectly fine here. Okay, we can evolve into Kingdra. I'm not going to worry about healing yet. I don't really think I've taken enough damage for it to be valuable to heal. So yeah, we can take 90 damage off of that Giratina, and it can't retreat now, and that last energy it can attach isn't going to do anything because that'll end its turn. So really all I have to worry about here is getting hit by Greninja, and that's not a big deal. Honestly, Suicune isn't even a big deal because this is my only card that I have out right now. So like, yeah, everything's kind of a non-issue right now. I have 2 lilies in my hand. They're not going to deal enough damage for that to matter. Like, for the damage to matter, that is. I'm going to take 2 points pretty early on, and their Suicune, whenever they choose to send it up, is not going to have a chance to retreat. Neither are their Greninjas. So, yeah, I'm in a great situation, actually. Yeah, honestly, I don't know why I didn't think of this sooner. Like, you have these giant Mega EX Pokemon. All you want to do is make sure you knock out one of them, and then you win the game. Why not just keep them in the active spot? That solves the problem, right? Also, we're gonna use Lily. Wouldn't want to be low on health, right? I could use Copycat, but I just feel like that's more valuable right now. So, we've netted ourselves 2 easy points with Giratina EX. And I mean, we should be able to take on whatever's coming next. The worst that the Suicune can do is 60. Plus 20, plus 20. I guess, like, collectively with all the Greninjas and Suicunes, we could take like 100 damage. But like, who cares? We have Lily. We don't really need to worry about that unless they have red. Like, we are so set. Because now they can't retreat. And with any luck, we would get another Horsey, so we could, you know, be ready to have another one of those out. But I'm going to rely on the much more consistent Lily, so that we just don't have to worry about that. So yeah, they can deal another 100 damage on their next turn. But I'm not worried about it. And now this Greninja is stuck in the active spot. Unless they brought Lyra with, there's no way they can retreat this thing. Which should just mean that we win. Even if they have red, even if whatever, they simply should not be able to do enough damage here. I mean, Kingdra is one bulky Pokemon. Getting it out so early was really nice for us. So yeah, they're gonna hit us with all their Greninjas. Yeah, and that'll be it for them. I mean, even with Irida, they could only heal to 90, so yeah, good game. Man, we didn't even lose a point. I suppose if we would have lost the game considering we didn't get any other basics, but still, good stuff. Alright, we're up against Siochonda. Yeah. Mantike. And we got Copycat. So, we are definitely going to be getting rid of our hand. I don't see any sort of way to get Kingdra, and that is really all we care about, so we might as well just swap out our hand for something else. Going up against a Dark-type deck. Do wonder what it could be. But so far, we got 2 Chinglings, and if we get Horsey, that's not very good for them, is it? If you recall, we deal 30 damage exactly, so we can knock out any of those baby Pokemon whenever we please. I wish we could use the Squirt Bottle even if they didn't have water energy attached. That'd be nice. Anyways, here's Copycat. Let's see if we can get one of our Horsies. It's really all we need. If we get one, I mean, it's pretty much all we need. No Horsey. Nothing to be done with Mantike. Which unfortunately means we're going to have to let them hit us again. Hopefully not with something that does 20 damage, like if they got another Pokemon. Okay, well, what's the point in that? Oh, are they gonna copycat? Yeah, okay. Okay. So yeah, they could have just knocked me out there. I guess they just didn't see it. Thank goodness we had Lacia in our hand. I don't want to have to rely on research there, because that would get me knocked out. Alright, well, way I see it, opponent has 3 points to take. I might as well load up my other Horsey. I can hit them with this Horsey. And, like, they're gonna send up Hydreigon, right? Are they gonna send it up, or are they just gonna put it down? Because if they're just putting it down, it's a different story. No, okay, so they are attacking with Chingling. They're going to use Hydreigon next. On the plus side, I don't have Rare Candy yet anyways, so I'm not really worried about this Chingling. I'm going to use Research. I'm going to hit them with Horsey. And hopefully by next turn we have a Rare Candy, because otherwise we can't evolve. And that would suck. So yeah, this Hydreigon is absolutely going to be knocking us out here. But it's no biggie, because they're going to lose all of their energy on it. Oh well, they're going to lose most of their energy on it. I guess they planned for me trying to mess with their energy, because my backup plan was going to be to... Well, I guess that wouldn't work. I'd have to hit them on the same turn. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Okay. Never mind. Backup plan was dumb. It was use Seadra and blah blah blah. Anyways, I got Rare Candy, so we're not going to worry about my dumb backup plan. And we're going to put Kingdra down. And you know what else we're going to do? We're going to use Misty, because I have no other supporters that I need to use on this turn. So, you know, might as well see Tails. We all know Misty only gives Tails for the most part. So, moral of the story is, we can knock out Hydreigon. Hydreigon is going to deal ridiculous damage to us. Or not, no, they take like 30, so unless they can heal, they're not going to actually deal any damage to us. They're going to get knocked out if they try. Which admittedly would be a very effective way to retreat into their Mega Blaziken EX. So yeah, they clearly don't have healing. They would have used it by now. They're gonna have to, yeah, they're gonna, exactly, so they're gonna effectively retreat into Mega Blaziken EX. Which actually puts them in a little bit of a rough situation if I get Sabrina, because I can just knock out the Chingling then. But I don't have Sabrina, do I? Alright, so we're gonna take 80 from the Mega Absol. Ah, they took my Lily. I was gonna use that. There's our Sabrina though. We do not care. That's unfortunate. Yeah, we just get Chingling when we win. Yeah. That Hydreigon point was really worth a lot. Good game. Up against Victor Vega. Didn't read the last 2 characters, didn't see him. But it's a fire deck. Hoping for Mega Blaziken. Yeah. We've got Alicia, so we can guarantee we can get to at least our Horsey. I don't know why that took me a second to get to. Well, I actually do know why. I was thinking of Seadra and then Kingdra, and I'm like, oh, something Dra, but it's not something Dra, it's Horsey. You think they would have thought of that. Also, if it's Dra, do you think this was meant to be a dragon type? Because, like, why else is that there? It's not got any sort of, like, horse thing in it. Seahorse. Kingdra doesn't have anything along the lines of seahorse in his name. Horsey does. In fact, it's the opposite of seahorse. Anyways, sorry. Bit of a side thing there. I guess they're playing Blaziken Entei, so that seems a lot more common recently. Those two. Alright, we got both of our Horsies and our Mantike. Energy galore on our board. Now all we need is a rare candy so we can get to that Kingdra and start swinging at their Blaziken. Which, I would love if they evolved into Blaziken on this turn. I'm not even kidding. That would be awesome. That'd be hilarious. Because then, if they were to do that, I would just beat them, right? Yes! I know that's such a dumb thing to be happy about, but like, if they have Blaziken up, and I trap it there, thing can only take so many hits. And if I'm removing its energy with Squirt Bottle, I mean, what are the chances that it has Flame Patch every time I do that, right? Alright. Give me rare candy. No rare candy, that's unfortunate. But we can at least hold them back with Squirt Bottle. So the games begin. They did have Flame Patch, so the Squirt Bottle didn't totally do a ton. But it made them waste a Flame Patch. If they ever need that again, they won't have it. So, with any luck, we'll get another Squirt Bottle, and then they won't have Flame Patch. Wow, I didn't think that actually happened. Okay, so that's pretty great. Unfortunately, we didn't get the rare candy to go along with it, but I don't know, who knows, maybe we can just stop them from attacking for a couple turns, right? That's always good too. I like it when they don't attack. So if they don't have another Flame Patch, I mean, we're pretty set here. They have another Flame Patch, alright, well, whatever. We dealt a good 50 damage to their Mega Blaziken EX, so next time we deal damage with Kingdra, we'll do like 110. That'll bring him down to 50, which means even Lily shouldn't be enough to heal this thing. Well, there's our Seadra. We kind of need rare candy though, so I'm gonna copycat, and hopefully we get it. I don't know what I'm gonna do if we don't get it. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I gotta get Kingdra as well, I guess. Kingdra, okay, perfect, okay. Gosh. There we go. Now this thing is gonna be stuck in the active spot. I am not gonna risk putting that Suicune down because I don't want any other Pokemon for it to try to bring up and hit. Because, you know, if it does knock out my Suicune, I lose. But we've thought of everything here. We've taken away its energy. We've wasted all of its Flame Patches. We can't... It's not retreating. Using Lily will get it nowhere. We should, by all means, just win here. They couldn't use red. If they could use red, I would be like 1 point down. Yeah. Use your X speed. I bet you want to retreat, don't you? No. You just can't retreat at all. That is the benefit of Stormy Prison. Finally, a solution to Blaziken EX. Honestly, just a pretty good deck in general. Believe me, I've had to play a lot of matches to try to get against Blaziken in the first place for some reason. Usually I fight him a lot. Today it was not happening. And I was actually winning a good amount of them, so yeah. That Blaziken, done for. Blaziken has been solved. No more Blaziken. Hey, thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them down in the comments below. And if you like this video, make sure to check out this next one. Thanks, have a great day. Peace.